What is up, everybody? Make sure you wear your mask in public, seriously. But today, we're gonna be doing a video. Hopefully it's not too loud. Oh my goodness. But we're gonna be doing a video of things you should not do when you're skateboarding. Rebranding. Also, I just realized, y'all, pray for me. I forgot my water, like I always do. I'm smiling through the mask. So if you couldn't hear me from earlier, we're gonna be doing things you should not be doing when you're skating. So before I actually even get started at, let's get some tricks, because I know y'all haven't really been like seeing me do a lot of tricks. I just do a lot of like trick tip videos and advice videos. So if you haven't recognized this spot yet, this is actually when I created my Why You Can't Ollie video, and y'all seem to love that video. It's actually my most popular video on my channel right now. So basically, you guys seem to like with like me telling you what you shouldn't do, like with the tricks. So now I'm just gonna do like what you should not do in skateboarding overall. So let's hop right into the first one. Okay, so numero uno, it is mall grabbing. Please do not do this. I mean, it really doesn't matter, but the reason why it's called mall grabbing is because people think, you know, when you do that, you're buying the board from a mall, you know, instead of a skate shop, so it means you're a poser. But basically, I just say don't mall grab only because it doesn't really help you at all. I know some people might think it's an easy handle, right? But the thing is, like, it's not gonna help you when you're trying to roll in your skating like this. So like, I usually hold it at the nose when I do a running start. Right, I do that. If you try to do that while grabbing the trucks, it's gonna be uncomfortable like this. Like, it honestly just scraped my arm when I did that. Also, there's been times where I've actually gotten metal splinters from grabbing the trucks. If you're grinding, sometimes it wears it down, and if you grab it, sometimes you can get a metal splinter, and that hurts way more than a wooden splinter, so try not to do that. But you know, like, don't feel the pressure. Like, if the board's upside down and you really like can't just kick it over, there's nothing wrong, you know, like picking up by the truck and doing that. It's just like, if you're carrying it all along like this, you know, it's just not really efficient, and you know, it really doesn't matter, but I just don't recommend it because it doesn't look professional. So the next one, it is don't mongo push, right? So honestly, this one's not too bad. The main thing I don't recommend mongo pushing is because you don't have as much stability. So usually when if you're pushing with your leading foot, so like your front foot, you don't have as much balance and you're more likely to kind of like slip out, right? Also, if you're doing any stair sets or if you're going like up to a rail, ledge, just setting up for a trick, you have less time. So let's say I want to set up like for a kickflip after. If I mongo push, I have to worry about putting my foot back on, twisting like both feet, and then doing it, right? But if you like push regular more, then the thing is a little more easier because you have more support with your front foot, because you can kind of set up a little bit, you know, as a starter, and then all you have to worry about is just putting your back foot on, just doing like a quick twist, right? So like I said, it really doesn't matter too much. The only benefit I've seen to mongo pushing is it helps you push switch better. And then it also helps you with no complies. So if you're used to pushing mongo and you're regular, so that means you're pushing with your left foot. If you're going switch, you actually want to push with your left foot since your right foot is the one that's forward. And it'll be more comfortable to you since you're kind of like used to it. And it'll help you with no complies because with no complies you have to step off with your front foot. And it makes it a lot easier if you're used to pushing mongo, but you can still learn it regular. But it might just make it easier if you're already used to pushing mongo. I don't recommend pushing mongo. I mean, you can try to just work on pushing switch, if anything. But I think there's just like not too many benefits with pushing mongo, just like a little bit of stuff. But I think it like hurts you more than helps you. So for this next one, please don't jump around too fast in your skating. Now there's two things I mean by this. So if you're a beginner, I know a lot of people, when they get into skateboarding, they want to go like straight to kickflips or straight to really hard tricks. Really make sure you take your time just to ride and get comfortable with your board, because if you're not comfortable, you're gonna be really uncomfortable with the ollie. Like I see a lot of people, like, no hate, there's nothing wrong with this, you know, everybody's a beginner at some point. So the thing is, I see a lot of people, they try to get on ollie, but like they're too uncomfortable where they can't even like pop it or focus on what they're doing. Don't jump around too fast in the beginning. I know like a lot of people want to learn the kickflip or ollie really fast, but really just make sure, you know, you're taking your time with this, because skateboarding is tough, but you can do it with time. Now, if you're a little more experienced, a way you can take this, don't jump around too fast, is once you learn a trick, don't go on to just like learning another trick. Like, it's fine, but don't like just leave that trick you learned in the dust. I am super guilty of this. I've been trying to work more on my like consistency, but I've had struggles where I've like learned a trick and just never tried it again. But there's like no point in that, because if you like actually want to like do tricks or get them better, you know, possibly do them down stuff, then you need to make sure you have it more consistent, so you can actually, you know, play games of skate or have more fun with your skating. So you can still learn new tricks, but just really make sure you brush up on the tricks you've already learned so that you can continually do them. So really the key I can give for this is just repetition and practice is key. Like, that's literally all it is. All right, so for this next one, it's gonna feel a little bit personal, but it is, don't be too hard on yourself. I see so many skaters, like they're just so hard on themselves, even myself. It's just a natural thing that happens, you know, when you're competitive or just really wanna get better. But seriously, don't beat yourself up too much, because some people forget, like, you know, they want to get so good that they forget about having the fun in the progression. Because most of the times after you skate for a while, if you look back at old videos, if you film your skateboarding, you'll notice how much better you've gotten. And like, I guess if you're focused too much on getting better, you're probably forgetting about, you know, all the struggles it took to get there. So I just want to say, don't beat yourself up too much. Don't be too hard on yourself. You might see some clips of me being hard on myself here. Don't get too mad, that's also one. But yeah, I just see like a lot of pro skaters too, or not pro skaters, but just, you know, good skaters that say, man, you know, I suck, or I'm not that good. It's like, and they do these crazy tricks. I've done that, I've said that too at points. You know, I'm doing it now. Like, I'm not too good, but it's just like a progression thing. But really just don't beat yourself up. Just have fun with your skating. If you're getting too mad in your skating, I would say just take a quick break and just have a chill sesh. Don't like beat yourself up with trying a like trick too hard, because it really just takes the fun out of the skating. So really, don't be too hard on yourself. Promise me it'll help you so much in the long run. Just have fun with it. Okay, so for this next one, it actually deals with your gear, and I want to say make sure you don't buy Walmart boards or just like really cheap boards if possible. I know like, you know, there might be money issues out there. You might need to save some money, and that, you know, might be your first board you have to start with, which is completely fine. But if you're wanting to get really serious into skateboarding, really just save up that money, you know, maybe ask for it for Christmas or something. Man, someone just went by and that really just threw me off. But yeah, you know, you just maybe ask for it for Christmas if you can. But you know, you seriously just want to get an actual setup from like a skate shop if you can. Sometimes you can even buy completes. You know, I made actually a video of like how to buy a skateboard, so you can check that out if you want to in the top right corner here. In that video, I actually said like don't buy a complete, but if you really have to, there's nothing wrong with that. But I just really recommend buying all the parts separately, because it can really help you in your skating and make sure you don't injure yourself buying really cheap parts that will break on you, or like they'll just be unsafe to skate. So I just want to really make sure, don't cheap out on buying a board unless you really have to, because, you know, honestly, you just want to get the best skating experience with the best board. You don't have to get the best board, but just like make sure you can actually get a setup from a skate shop if you can. And lastly, we're gonna end on a corny one, and it is, don't give up. Now, there are some exceptions to this. Know when to give up, but just don't give up forever. The reason I say know when to give up is because I've had multiple sessions where I've tried tricks for hours and I've skipped drinking water, and that is just like really not healthy and not safe to do. So really make sure you know like when to stop if you're having a rough day, if you're not having fun with it and it's just making you too mad. You know, just stop for the day or just have a chill session, because you don't want to like make skateboarding not fun. Now, the reason I want to say don't give up is because some people might say, oh, well, you know, I completely suck at skateboarding, I'm making no progress at all, you know, I just want to give up because it's not for me. Now, like, if it really isn't for you, then, you know, sure, go at it, but maybe come back at it later. But I started off really bad, especially in my friends groups. Like, I was always the worst in the group, but I just kept at it. I kept practicing. I gave up at times, but I always came back to it. But when I stuck at it for the full time, that's when I actually noticed some real progress, because all that time I spent when like I, you know, just quit and wasn't skating, that could have been time to spend getting better that I did now. And I would have been a lot better than I am now. So really just make sure you don't give up. You know, like skate with friends, you know, maybe even hit me up on Instagram or something just to get some motivation. But seriously, just know you're not in it alone. Everybody struggles, especially if you're in the beginner stage. That is one of the like hardest stages to get through. But once you get through it, you know, it's really fun. Also, just have fun with the progression itself. But yeah, I don't want to ramble on too much. Also, one thing I want to say is thank you so much for giving me to 45,000 subscribers and also 9,000 not subscribers, followers on Instagram. So if you haven't followed me on Instagram yet, it's SeanBrown99. Make sure you follow me on there. I want to get to 10K because it'll be really cool to see the K symbol and then also have the swipe up feature. So that would be really nice. I want to get there at the same time we get near 50K subscribers on YouTube. Also, once I hit 50K subscribers on YouTube, I'm doing a giveaway, and it's going to be a big one because 50K is a big milestone. So make sure you subscribe, tell your friends to subscribe, turn on those post notifications so you can be notified when a new video is uploaded, and then maybe you could tell a friend about it too. Also, just recently I did an Instagram live stream where I actually like brought people onto the live stream, because on Instagram you can actually almost do like a video chat with me live. So if you want to be in the next one, follow me on Instagram. It's SeanBrown99. I know I already said that, but make sure you follow that. But otherwise than that, you know, thank you guys so much. Seriously, YouTube is just super fun right now. Like, the growth is insane. It all started, I mean, not all started, but the big growth started here with the Why You Can't Ollie video. So I just want to thank you guys so much for that. You know, I need to get some water because I'm super thirsty. So make sure you like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.